moments that we've shared together as well in the last 3 years that we've been together. And then obviously which flashed into the minds with moments of vast aspects of life shared with you, Mr. Lavudi, throughout the 3-year journey. I could clearly remember my first day with him in the office as he arrived. So obviously the Bonjo Bula went by, and then he took me for a long walk. I still remember that walk because it wasn't easy. He took me the long way, and it was very hot and humid on that day as well. And then the walk was more to get familiarized as to what the operations is in regards to the daily operations of front office. It was indeed a long walk, and then he still had no hair then, and I was more worried about myself and then himself as well, looking at him at that time. So our journeys begin with, although we were a little so not organized and perfect when he started with us, but with your daily drive and passion for excellence and the pleasure to deliver soon was evident through changes noticed within ourselves to realize our true potential as managers. Though I must add that he did not make that easy for us throughout the years that we've been together. Today I could proudly say, with his influence on various departments, we are now more organized. We challenge ourselves to think differently as managers, and we implement plans we thought would be impossible to implement. So we're more confident now with his leadership and style. And something that he's also taught us is to be passionate at all times as well. Mr. Lavudi, while many of us discard the vision of a true Frenchman to be a more idealistic tendency, we found that your inputs indeed help us move ahead and give our department a much needed change. Your influence on Rooms Division as a whole was a highly influential leader by far, with a very simple logic to deal with difficult situations every day. Which is a simple approach. It was a very simple logic that he passed on to our department heads. The logic is why do we do it, and what is the purpose as to what we do every day. And every time we had discussions overall at the back of house, these questions he always asked: why do you do it, and what is the purpose for you to do this? If it makes sense to you, then you do it. If it doesn't make sense to you, if you don't understand it, then ask yourself why you're doing it. So that was the simple logic that he always had to put in place. You have always been a motivational leader with sheer focus and work discipline. I still remember the many of the discussions we had together and the many of the briefings that we had. He always told people to keep the focus and keep the discipline. And together with that, you move ahead in life. I'm sure all rooms managers by now murmur some of them in their sleeps as well. We also murmur some of these in our sleeps, like focus, discipline, the product, the process, the communication, and the attitude. Fortunately for you, and unfortunately for us, you have chosen to extend your career in Thailand, and we wish you the very best in your next phase of life. Mr. Lavoti, we are going to very much deeply miss you for the liveliness you brought with your presence, for the spark of enthusiasm that you could ignite, and for the sheer dedication you gave to your job. Replacing you is going to be so difficult. However, you will leave your presence felt at Sofitel. From the talks of refurbishment, from the many projects that you've undertaken, from the CREA program, from the many investigations that we've done with incident reports. At times we felt like we were more like CSI agents to think like that, or FBI agents while writing reports on incidents of alleged theft and medical incidents. But then you taught us well, and we also shared those magnificent guest experiences as well within the 3 years of journey that we had together. I, on behalf of front office and reservations, wish you all the luck with your life ahead, and we hope to see you again and your family to your second home, Fiji, sometime in the lifespan. And may God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.